particular spot and tell one or even two people where it is. So if someone is trying to contact you, they can't, they don't just break down your door and they've got two problems to deal with. But let them know and get an alarm or discuss your plans with your family or friends. And as much as we want to pretend it didn't happen, we can't. Let your GP know the next time, because it could be the beginning of, strength and balance the muscle strength deteriorating a little bit, balance deteriorating. It also opens up to resources. Like we get referrals and stuff from GPs, so you don't want to get to a point where something kind of big happens and then you think, oh well, okay, I should tell somebody about this. And falls can be the leading cause of brain injury for older adults, so if you have hit your head or you think you may have, or you're even unsure, get yourself checked. Something that isn't in here and something that I also learned at one of the talks was if someone you care about has a fall. So if you're with a friend or partner or family member and they have a fall, the first thing you want to do is run over and pick them up and help them. Who's done first aid here?
A long time ago.
Yeah, so it was probably the same then. The first thing about first aid is look for dangers and protect yourself. So I had a lady who told me her friend fell. She took a visit and her friend fell and she went over to pick her friend up. She ended up with so much damage to her own shoulder, she was years getting treatment and in pain. So, like I said, as much as you want to help that person, your way of helping could be let them be calm, let them lay there, get over the shock. Then you can bring over a chair and hold the chair nice and steady, and they can get themselves up.
Can you go to a ceiling for brain first aid courses?
Free first aid courses. I haven't heard of free ones. Nothing's free these days, unfortunately. Yeah. Lots of first aid courses, Red Cross, St. John's, but I haven't heard any free ones. Do you? So yes, always protect yourself. Alright? Be sure you're safe. So some of that information can be a little bit confronting, but the good news is that evidence shows that community-based multifunctional exercise programs, like the things that we assess and certify in the community, like Tracy's chair yoga, can reduce the risk of falling by up to 29%. So just a little reminder that staying active is super important. Again, doesn't matter what age you start at. 30 minutes a day, moderate intensity activity, and the good news is this can include housework. So open out your clothesline, do your laundry, do your vacuuming, letterbox, walking to the dairy for some milk, it all counts. Choosing something, if you're trying to do something new, choosing something that's enjoyable and that fits with your general health is important. And if you're unsure about trying something new, you can have a chat with your GP from a health point of view. So this is just a delightful poster that we put in. And it's kind of in a nutshell what the classes that we certify are about. Strong focus on strength, lower body strength. Strong focus on balance. The classes have to meet a criteria for those two things for us to certify them. And a good yarn. I can tell by you guys, because you're all here today, that you're probably quite a social bunch, so it's not required, but it's there if you want it. Okay, so a little bit about the classes that we certify. 8 years ago we started off with no classes, and now we've got over 850 classes certified across Auckland. I work predominantly in central Auckland, Eland is out west, we've got someone up north, and we've got someone in counties. So we're all over the place. We're like little minions running all over the place. We learned very early on that we needed to be very open-minded about the styles of classes, because everyone likes different types of exercise. Some people might like Tai Chi, some people might like dance, some people might like chair yoga. And also the ability level of the classes. So we scale classes level 1 to 3 to make sure that we're referring, or someone can refer themselves into the right level class for them. So for example, a level 1 class might be someone who uses a walking aid, might not be able to get up and down off the floor, might need to sit down. A lot like a chair yoga class would be good for a level 1 person. I'll skip to your level 3 then, that would be someone who can basically do the opposite, is able to get up and down off the floors, have the confidence to try something new, would be able to walk upstairs to a venue with some stairs there. So it's based on environment as well. So we have lots of different levels and lots of different types of classes. In Mount Albert and surrounding areas, you're quite lucky. So Tracy's chair yoga for seniors is in Pine Shiv and Westmere. Here in Mount Albert, you've got in the side actually, you've got Steady As You Go, which is free.
Okay.
That's where I've seen you before. Have I seen you there before? Steady As You Go.
Where is your house? Where do you live? Mount Albert.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's really good. Senior stance, strength and balance, and then in Mount Eden you've got Active Gold Plus, more chair yoga, Shantiwas, and Tai Chi. So loads of classes, and I just printed some off as well for you guys to take.
Yeah, I got it.
One on there. There is one on this called Ageless Strength and Balance, but it's actually only for people who live in the village, so that one isn't available. But there's a list of classes. But like I said, we have hundreds and hundreds of classes in all different suburbs across Auckland. So you can go to the Live Stronger for Longer website. You don't need to remember it because it's on the back of all of this material. You can go to this website. You can find a bit more about the levels, and you can filter it based on your mobility level, and you can filter it based on suburb. So if you're over in Onehunga quite often, you can have a look at classes over there. So you can see whatever suburb you've got access to.
You have to be registered as a class to be there, because sometimes people want to come here and they're told, oh, you're not on the
Steady As You Go, yes. With the other classes, no. And what I would say is just contact exercise provider, the person running the class, before you come along, just let them know that you do want to come try it out, so that they can get you where you can chat to them. Steady As You Go is different because it's peer led, so it's kind of more of a program, and they only have a certain number of people on the program because it is a peer led session. So there is a waiting list for quite a few Steady As You Go. So that's for more targeted towards Southeast Asian population. They do a positive aging day service program, so it's a whole day, and within that they do exercise. And it's run by volunteers. We've done a lot of training with them, a lot of work with them to get them to run a really safe and effective exercise program there. So they're doing really well as well. So yes, have a look at that website. If you don't go online, we have an in-house referral system as well. My cards are here. If anybody would like a phone call to have a more personal kind of referral recommendation made over the phone, just give me an email or a text, and somebody will be in touch, and they can have a more chat about you and what you need and what's in your area. Okay, loads of classes out there though, guys, and it's always changing. You always get new ones, and it's great. So the Super 7 exercises, you guys have already done, like I said, your exercises with Tracy. So, and I think
Taking the paper. Yeah. So we can do it at home.
Yeah. Yeah, so these were created by a physio during COVID to get people exercise at home, and it's a great at-home resource. So I'll talk just a little bit about the exercises. I'm not going to go through them unless anybody really wants to go through them today, but I think you probably shall I just hand them out?
It will be